Hey, what's up guys? This is Guy here. Welcome to this live video. Oops, what am I doing? Can you see me? Uh-oh. I'm not sure where am I. Okay, sorry about that guys. I'm here. Should I restart this or we will just cut this off the live? I hope you're there. Say hi in the chat if you're there. I'm live. Today we're going to talk about the FortiGate 201G, and let me know if you can hear me really well. I have these new microphones here today. I just want to make sure they are good for the live. And yeah, welcome to the live one more time. We are live on Facebook and on YouTube. Say hi in the chat. Hi RLT, you said ready to check it out. Yes, I'm ready to unbox it in front of you. What you see behind me is the FortiGate 200G. A beautiful new FortiGate from Fortinet, and we're going to unbox it today and do some basic configurations. Let me show you what I have in mind today. It's just going to be simple. By the end of this, we're going to have, yes, sound good. Okay, perfect. Thank you. By the end of this, we're going to have something like this. This is not the actual 200G. I don't know if the 200G is available already for the if there is a Visio stencil available for 200G, but I just grabbed something. So this is the 100E that I just grabbed. So we are going to have it connected to a switch and then connected to a device behind it. So this is going to be a Windows computer sitting in my lab, and that's what we're gonna do today. All right, say hi in the chat again. I'm happy you're joining me. Let me make sure that the sound is good. By the end of this live, I may have to switch microphones because it's gonna be kind of loud. Not very loud, but a little bit loud here. And that's just the 200G. It's so powerful that it needs to be cooled down, and sometime it will be making noise. Thank you, IDK. You said that you took my CCNA course. Perfect. Did you like it? I hope you liked it. He's talking about the course that I'm providing on en.kbtrainings.com. For now, there is the CCNA available there. I said for now because I have more coming. You're going to see a lot of trainings on Cisco, like the CCNA, on Fortinet, on Palo Alto, on all the different vendors, and also just the kind of things that would help you start or boost your career. It's going to be available on that website. Go there and check it out. Thank you. So today we are going to cover the 200G. It's right behind me. I'm going to unbox it. It's still brand new. The reason I have this microphone is because I can now turn away from the front here. I don't have to be stuck in this area. So we are going to unbox it right now. As you can see, it's still brand new. The 200G was released sometime at the end of last year, I think. I'm not sure if it was summer of last year or something, but it was close to the end. Even when it comes to firmwares, not all the versions of firmwares are available for this. Right now, we have some specific versions that I'm going to show you really soon. It comes with the 7.2.8, and there is also an article that I'm going to show you. So Fortinet is promising the 7.4 and 7.6 versions of this sometime around June, or by June, May and June. So we're going to have those available. But for now, we can just play with it with the 7.2 that is in here, if I can open it. All right, I can finally open it. And of course, I'm going to show you all the angles. This is the front. I'm going to show you the side with this one, and then up. Let me zoom it out a little bit. All right, let's keep it like this for now. So inside we have this first box here. What do we have in here? Of course, we have two power cables, and I'm going to use one of them right now. Let me put this away. So one will be used currently to power on our device, and then here we have the ears for the rack. If you want to rack mount, it's a 1U device that you can rack mount. And then inside we have the anti-slip feet, so as you can put at the bottom of the switch. And then we also have these screws here. I think these are for the ears. And by the way, I'm planning to use this device in my home network. I'm going to be installing it in my rack. So there is a video coming about it, and way more videos on many other topics that I can cover on this device. We're gonna cover HA, SD-WAN, what else? All kind of things, web filtering, security profiles, all kind of stuff. So make sure you like the video if you like it on YouTube, and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any of our future videos. So we have the screws. We also have this little key here. I don't know what's this for. It's probably somewhere. Okay. And then we have a console cable, and we have an Ethernet cable. That's what comes in this box. Let's set it aside. And then let's now pull out the FortiGate itself. I hope you can hear me really well. Let me know in the chat. IDK, when do you expect them to have the new versions of firmware for the FortiGate 50G? We can check it on the website, but I don't know that on top of my. I don't have that in mind right now. All right, so this is the FortiGate 200G. The one that I have here is a 201, and you know with oh, you know what? Let me remove this thing here. It's actually recommended by the company. It says here that you need to remove this sticker for security from your device. So because if you have this FortiCloud key, somebody can literally, I mean, they can't do much, but they can still claim it on their account or claim the key on their FortiCloud account, and you don't want that to happen. So I'm going to remove the key, and this is what it looks like. Let me zoom in a little bit. All right, so here in the front, we have the console port. We have the USB port here. We have the HA port for HA or high availability. I'm going to use it. I'm gonna show you how I'm getting it installed. We have the management port, and then we have 8 ports that are supporting 1 gigabit per second Ethernet or RJ45. And then we have 8 more ports that will do 1 gig, 2.5, and 5 gigabit per second of RJ45. And then we have these 10 SFP plus, so you have 10 gig ports on this switch, and then you have 4 1 gigabit per second for SFP. So that's what you get in front of this device. And then we have all the lights here. I'm going to show you how it does. And then on the side we have a lot of holes here for ventilation. In the back, of course, we have 2 alimentation ports supporting 1 to 240 volt. So I can use this here in America or in Europe, in Africa, because we are within the right voltage. All right, that's the device itself. Wow, it's kind of heavy. I'm out of breath right now. And here on the side, okay, here I have the quick start guide. Let's take a look at it. Let me zoom in a little bit. So, sorry, my camera is shaking right now. All right, so the quick start guide, and like I said, the 200F doesn't have storage in it. I don't know if I said it here, but when you see a FortiGate model, if it's the 200, that means there is no storage in it. So it has no SSD. 201 or 201, it has SSD in it. Here just shows you the content of the package, which we just covered right now. It's called rubber fit. Okay, the rubber fit, it will prevent your device from slipping if you put it on a desk. You can connect to it with a GUI, CLI. This is the default login, just like any other FortiGate device, admin, no password. You can use FortiExplorer Go. FortiExplorer is the mobile app that you can use. I knew from before that it was only available on iPhones, but apparently now it's available on Android as well. I haven't tested that, but maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, so now it shows here that you can get it from Google Play and from Apple Store. You get it on your phone. It's going to use Bluetooth to get access, to detect your device, and you'll be able to configure it from there. Other than that, of course, a little more details on the FortiExplorer Go. You use Bluetooth, and you can use the GUI, the CLI, or FortiGate Cloud. With FortiGate Cloud, you use your cloud key that I showed you. So it was on the sticker that I just revised. And these are the details. If you want to connect, let me try if this will show. If you want to connect with the console, the details are there. I'm going to show them to you really soon. How to put it on a rack, and all the different details about the light and everything. So yeah, that's it. Usually, I mean, I don't read these. I'm not that old. I mean, I can figure things out. So usually I don't read these little things. But this is the device. What we're gonna do now is power on the device, and then we can do some initial configuration. Like I said, my goal is to have a computer that is a VM sitting behind me. Let me put this away. We wanna have it connected through our device to the internet. We can configure a quick or an SD1 zone, even with a single interface in it. And then we're going to configure a LAN part of things. We're going to configure some VLAN. And I have the 224E PoE sitting behind me. This is going to be the device or the switch that we're going to connect on this FortiGate. I have 48P431. Should upgrade. The F431F are still good. I mean, there's the J, the G, and then the K. Yeah, I mean, if it's in a production environment, yes, you should upgrade if it's for your business. But if it's for your lab, it's still okay. I'll check about the 50G really soon. And I'm going to show you some few links. But before we power on the device, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the device itself and what it's capable of. And that's the kind of information that you can find in the data sheet. I've talked about the data sheet on this channel. Any vendor, most of the vendors will provide you with a data sheet of your product that you're trying to buy. So you have to dig into it to see if the performance will be good for you, if the speeds will be right, if the thresholds are good. So what we're gonna do now is look at the data sheet of the FortiGate 200G. Same for the 201 as well. So this is it. The way you can find it, just go online, go on Google, for example, and just do FortiGate 200G data sheet. You're going to see that first link here. It's going to bring you to that document. And by the way, this was my website. I was showing it to the French people. If you want to watch my course or my trainings in English, go on en.kbtrainings.com. And this is what it looks like. For the CCNA, it's available now. And if you want more, or if you want to be notified when the other trainings are available, like the Fortinet training or FortiGate, I'm going to cover a lot of product on the Fortinet side, or even Palo Alto certifications and things like that. Come here, put your name and your email, join my newsletter. You'll be notified when there's a new training. But for now, the CCNA is available there. It's pretty good. A lot of people like it. IDK. Is IDK? I don't know. IDK said he liked my class, so that was good. All right, so what I want to show you here is the data sheet. So it's right there. This is where you get a lot of details on the device. It's actually optimized for AI and ML for security. And here are the numbers. Where's my pen? Yep, here are the numbers. For IPS, you get 9 gigabit per second. For next generation firewall, you get 7 gigabit per second. Threat protection, you get 6. This is just what throughput you will have when you have these different security measures enabled. And these are the different interfaces you have on the device. If we scroll down, we can see different use cases. You can use it for NGFW in your environment, for secure SD1. Oh, talking about secure SD1, I am still building my mega lab, the lab I told you about. I've been talking about it most of the time on this channel. It's actually right here. It's still in the process of being created. I'm learning a lot of things here, including like the secure SD1 deployment that is between these different branches and the data center that is right here. And all these devices are sitting right behind me in a rack that is there. And some of the appliances are in my ESSI environment, so it's a virtual environment. And yeah, it's gonna be really fun when I get to it. But for now, what we do is this one here. Segmentation. It's also very good for segmentation. Most of what I see these days are people trying to segment their IT network and their OT network or operational technology. These should be separated for many reasons, for security reasons, even for compliance reasons as well. You can mix the traffic from these two networks, but we're talking all kind of segmentation here. You can do all kind of segmentation using this device. That's what I can say about it. And then there is more to read. FortiGuard with over 18,000 signatures, very good to keep you secure. Web, DNS security, SaaS and data and everything. So I also mentioned a little bit of OT. So OT security is huge. You need to have a device good enough to be able to secure your OT environment. And with FortiOS, you can have it everywhere. This you can read on your own. I'm actually going to send you to put these links in the chat. Let me actually do this right now. This is for the data sheet that I'm reading right now. I'll put it in the chat on YouTube and on Facebook as well. And we have Fortinet ASICs as well. This is a big deal because, and again, I need to remind you that I've been talking about Fortinet on this channel for a while. I'm not saying all of this because I work at Fortinet now, but Fortinet has been really good at creating their proprietary or ASICs that are specified for certain network rules, for example, or network features. For example, Fortinet has the NP7 Lite that is present in this device. The NP7 is a network processor, and we also have the CP10. The CP is a content processor. Most of the time with many vendors, what you see is that you have a processor or a CPU that is there for all kinds of tasks. It's not specialized for specific tasks. So they do most of it in software or on that general purpose GPU or CPU. But in case of Fortinet, it's there and it's really good. So you have these chips on this device here. And of course, you can manage it with the FortiManager. You can have FortiCare. So this is very important to take a look. Like I showed you, and this is the kind of things that you can see before buying a device. You can actually come here to see if you are okay with the port density on the device. And I showed you that you have 8 ports that are doing 1 gig with RJ45. You have 8 more ports that are doing 5, 2.5, and 1 gig RJ45. And you have 10 ports that are doing 10 gig SFP and SFP plus. That is really good. And then you have 4 more ports that are doing SFP only. And this is the back. And of course, I mentioned the chips that you have in here. You have the NP7 Lite. You have SP, I think it stands for Security Processor 5. So you have NP7, SP5, CP10, and the Trusted Platform module as well. Dual AC for those critical environments where you don't want to use power. If somebody named Bob just yanks the cable out. And then that's it. And here is where you can spend some time as well, just to look at the device and see what it can do. This is what I mentioned earlier about the SSD. This one, the one I have now, is a 201G, so it has 148 gigabytes of SSD available in here. And these are the different ports we just covered. TPM, Bluetooth, IPS throughput, 9 gig, next generation. If we scroll down, you can look at the system performance and capacity. IPv4 firewall throughput, 39. This is depending on the different sizes of packet that you have. For 24 bytes, for example, you have 26.5 gigabit per second. And latency, firewall throughput, concurrent session. One thing that is important is here, for example, you can see gateway to gateway IPsec tunnels, 2000. So you can have up to 2000 site to site tunnels with this device. And client to gateway IPsec tunnels, you can have up to 16,000 users connecting remotely to this device, which is huge. So you understand that this is not the kind of device that you're gonna find, even though I'm gonna use it in my home rack, this is not the kind of device you find at somebody's home. This is for enterprise. This is for big environment with a lot of users. And that's where you're supposed to find it. That's why it can be noisy sometimes. Even right now when I'm going to power it on, you're going to hear that noise. What I had before was sometime in my home lab, I was using the FortiGate 100F. I had to remove it because it was kind of noisy for me. Because I sit here usually in my basement, I watch movies and I do a kind of things. So it was sitting right next to me and it was being loud from time to time. But this one here, we're going to listen to it, and you can hear from my 2 microphones that I have if it's really loud. But from my video I did earlier, my French video version of this same video, it was not as loud as the 100F. So it's a new device, newer technologies, and apparently it's not as loud as the 100F. SSL throughputs, you can have 3 gigabit per second. Concurrent SSL users, you can have 200 or 500, and then all of that. So that's how you can check this out. Before you get in an environment, you can read more here. And that's it for the device. So now we can talk about firmwares. Like I said, it's still brand new. Not all the versions of firmware are out. What you can do is take a look at Survey Bakitela. Hi, thank you for joining us. I can't wait to start CCNP on your website so I can take that course from you. Perfect. Yes, I will be creating courses or trainings for the CCNP within the next few months. My next goal right now will be a Fortinet. Because the CCNA is out, I will focus more or a little more on Fortinet. A course on the FortiGate administration, for example, that will come where we can cover everything from top to bottom. And then I'm gonna jump into CCNP as well. And as you know, CCNP has a lot of training, so I will probably do the Encore, the NRC, and all those famous ones that you need. And then I'll just go slowly. My goal is to have a lot of trainings on that platform so that you can come a one-stop shop where you have everything that you need, most of what you need to start or boost your career. Certifications are really good. I have my own experience that I've already shared on this channel. I did most of what I accomplished in my professional side of things just by getting certified, knowing a lot of things. And of course, it's not only about getting certified, it's about knowing what you are getting certified on. It's about carrying that knowledge throughout your career. That's how you make a difference. If you are the kind of people that just has the paper, but there's nothing in here, you're going to be in trouble. You need to learn things. That's why I spend a lot of my time doing all these labs. I spend a lot of my time learning new technologies, playing on all kinds of vendors. And if you look here in my rack, you can see it's a mix of everything. There's Fortinet all the way here. There's Palo Alto there. There is Checkpoint down here. There's Unify. There's Cisco. I really like to learn a lot, and that will bring you really far in your career. Hello, nice content. Thank you so much, Mohammed. I'll wait for the CCNP. Yes, it's coming. So talking about the firmware, this is an article that I found online. Right now, there is the version 7.2.8 that is already out, and you can use it. It's coming with the device. Sorry. Where am I? Yes. You're going to have it on your device, like the one we have today, the new one. There is a special branch for the OS, the 7.2.11, that is also out. I can show you where to find it. Or if you go on your FortiCloud account where you download your firmwares, you're going to see the 7.2.11. But Fortinet is planning to release the 7.4.8 on the 6th of May, and then the 7.6.3 on the 15th of April. That is what, this month? Yeah, a week from now. So this will be available. So yeah, that's the plan. So the firmware that we have right now is 7.2.8. I'm not going to upgrade anything on this live video. We'll just play with what is there and connect. Another quick thing I want to show you is this upgrade path tool table. This is one of the links I'm going to put in the chat right now. This is a good link for you to go check to see what's out there, to see what versions are available for your devices. Let's say, for example, I had a question. Somebody just asked about the 50G. Let's try 50G here and see what's available for. It's still kind of new to the 50G. Let's see if there's anything for it. So you have 7.0.15. Yeah, there isn't much for the 50G. Let me do a quick research here. FortiGate firmware for FortiGate 50G. Okay, this is 2 weeks ago. Let's take a look. No, this is Reddit. Maybe not much there, but I'm trying to find an official FortiGate 50G. Anyway, can't see much about it, but yeah, for sure right now you can see from the upgrade path tool that 7.0.15 is out. Maybe there's more that is not listed here, but that's up to you to dig and find out. If I do, I can find it and share it on Instagram. Actually, if you're not following, make sure you follow me on Gibisuku, that's my personal account, or KBTrainings, that's where I share tech stuff and all the trainings that I do as well. All right, that's all for the device. Let's go ahead and power it on. I have a power source over here. And all right, I'm going to connect it. It's gonna be a little loud, but it's gonna get better at some point. All right, I hope you can hear me. Just waiting for this device to calm down. In the meantime, I'm getting into my FortiCloud account so I can show you some good stuff. Okay, I think now it's better. All right, what I want to show you was this. Never mind. This is a This is my FortiCloud account. This is where you're supposed to go to download your firmware and stuff. Like for example, we were able to FortiGate support tool. Okay, we were able to confirm. Let's go on the 7.0 for example. I think it was 7.0.1 for the 50G. If I do 50G here, you can see that it's not there. What did we see again? Was it from the upgrade? Just to confirm. 7.0.15. Let's see 7.0.15. Need to remove this 50G there so we can. Oh, were you seeing my screen? Oh, sorry. I thought I was showing you the screen. This sound gives me super kick, Mohammed. Yeah, that's good. That's good. So I was trying to show you how or where you can go to get the firmware, but I'm pretty sure you know that it's on your FortiCloud account. Let me actually log out of here and log in with a different email. 1 second. One second. This is supposed to send, so it's 654826. That was two-factor authentication. So you know that to download the firmware, you go under support, firmware, and then here you can look for whatever you need. Oh, you don't have an active support contract. Oh, okay. This is my personal account. You know what? Never mind. But yeah, let's just deal with what we have here, and we'll talk about other things. Like I said, there's a lot of projects that will come. I'm going to use this in my home network, so just stay around and we will talk more about this. Even when the 7.6 comes out, I'm going to come here and show you how I'm going to upgrade 7.6, and I'm going to have it in HA as well. So for now, let's go ahead and connect to this device. I'm going to use my console cable. This is a console cable, and I'm going to connect it to my console port. One moment. This is what it looks like in the front here. This light is red because I have only one cable connected instead of two. And this blue that is blinking, this is Bluetooth. And I can connect the console to the console port. And then let's go on our device. And I'm going to open Secure CRT. That's my go-to. And this is the device itself. You can log in. You can log in with admin, no password, and then I can set a new password. And that's how you get into the device. And of course, to connect, let me show you my settings for the connection. You can go under Properties, and then under Serial, this is what I have. So make sure you follow this. COM4 is my COM port for the USB that is connected, the serial port. 9600 for baud rates, data bit 0, no parity, and stop bit 1. This is gonna get you connected to the FortiGate. And right now I'm inside the device. I can do a kind of command, get system status. Status will show me my system. Right now this is, right now this is a firmware version of the FortiOS that I have in here. And I have many other details on here. So what I want to do now is at least get access using the graphic user interface. I'm going to use the web. And to do that, I'm going to grab my computer with this green or yellow cable here. I'm going to connect it to my management interface. And by the way, before we get there, let me show you. Maybe at some point I should probably remove this microphone and use the good one so you don't have a lot of noise. Let me know if the noise is okay or it's unbearable. I can switch it. This sound gives me a giggle. I'm gonna be sleeping on this channel. Thank you. Linux IT for me. Where are you watching us from? Let me know. Is the 50G enough for home and 1 gigabit connection for SD-WAN and UTM? Yes, for a home network, 50G is a good device. For home, 60F also more than sufficient. Correct. For home, 50G is good, 60F is good. I use the 70F right now for my home. It's more than enough, so it's good. And also be mindful of the memory on the device. Some of these devices, like the 60F and lower, they have 2 gig of memory. So some of the options, like proxy related options, are disabled on them. You won't be able to do things like ZTNA and all kind of, I think web mode SSL is also disabled. So you can be mindful of that if you're trying to buy a device like that. What was I saying? So now I'm going to connect to the GUI. And inside the device, watching from Dubai. Wow, what time is it in Dubai right now? That's great. I like Dubai. So if I'm here and I do show system interface, show system interface, question mark, you can see that LAN is already configured here. You can see that when the management interface is there, this is what we're going to connect to. And then we have the LAN interface as well. So what I'm going to do is take this cable that is connected to my current desktop, connect it to the management interface right here. This is the management interface. All right. Keynote from the Philippines. Wow, nice. Thank you, guys. So we are connected. So what I'm going to do is go in my browser and make sure I go to the IP. And by the way, you need to make sure your device is in that same network. Like in my case, if I do IP config, you can see that I have 192.168.1.100 configured on my local desktop, and I can ping 192.168.1.99, which means that I can log into the graphic user interface, into the web interface. This is me just showing an example of a data sheet for the MX100, so you can find all kind of information on any device you want. That will help you compare or, you know, make a sound decision. So I can go on 192.168.1.99, advance and enter. So this is the graphic user interface of our device. Now it's asking me to begin the configuration. I usually like to disable automatic patch upgrades, and it's asking me, it's like, are you sure you want to disable this? Yes, I want to. Let me know if the sound is good, guys. I just feel like there's a lot of noise here, or maybe I can just go to this other microphone. Yeah, let's just stay this way. All right, so are you sure? Yes, I'm okay. And then I want the comprehensive dashboard, and I'll hit OK. This is what the firewall looks like. As you can see, I don't have any licenses applied. I don't have anything. It's not even connected to any FortiCloud account or anything. I'm going to do that later. But for now, we can just do a quick overview of everything here. On the network, you can see the different interfaces. And there is this VLAN switch that is called LAN that comes by default. It's including it's including all the ports from 1 to 16. They are linked to this LAN here. I don't think we're going to use it. We're not going to use it. What I'm going to do is create another VLAN that I'm going to use for the switch and the other ports. So I can literally just remove some of these ports here. And we also need some port for WAN 1 and WAN 2. So I'm going to release port 1 and port 2 because they're going to be my WAN interfaces. And then I can release 15 and 16. So here I'm going to leave 3 to 14. That's fine. And I'll hit OK. And then DNS, of course, we have it set up to FortiGuard by default. But right now it's not working because there's no internet connection. And everything else is down here. So under policy and objects, you can see that we don't have any firewall policy. Of course, we have the deny all that comes by default. Unlike some other models, like lower models, like the 71F and so on, you're going to have, usually you have like an internal to WAN policy. But in this case, there's no policy at all. So you're supposed to stage this device or get it to work in a safe environment where you have access to the CLI or the GUI, and then you do all of this. And you can add, by the end of this, we're going to add a rule here, and the device will be able to connect to go out to the internet. Next, we have a security profile. Nothing is set right now. VPN, fabric, security fabric, the device is not registered. That's the warning that we have there. There's nothing else to see. So the next thing I want to do is make sure I connect this device to the internet, or let's start with the switch first. I want to connect it to a switch. I have a switch that is behind me. This is the 224E. I'm going to connect the 224E to the port. By the way, before we do that, we need to make sure that the port that you are connecting to your switch is actually part of FortiLink. You know about FortiLink, this protocol. It's actually showing here as a virtual interface that you add different ports to, and it's going to support your switches and other Fortinet devices, primarily switches. So let's go under interfaces and make sure that under FortiLink we add a ports, because right now it's for X1 and X2, and I know that I don't have any SFP for my switch right now. I don't have an SFP cable. So I'm going to add the port 16 to the FortiLink. So the port 16 is going to be where I'm going to connect my switch. So port 16 is added, and then I can come on the device and connect this switch cable to the port number 16. It's right here. And we're going to give it some time to come up, and if all goes well, we should see it. Oh, actually, it went really fast. Look at this. If we go here, you can see that there is a little warning there and a little alert. If I open it, go under manage FortiSwitches, you can see that I have my switch that is already showing here. What I usually like to do is go under edit and make sure I give it a name. I can call it KB switch, and I'm not authorizing yet. I'm just hitting OK here to give it the name, and then I can, let me refresh this again. Yep, now the name is showing, so I can right click, authorization, authorize. So it's going to take a moment to come fully online, but it's going to be authorized now, and we can use it for our other devices. I have this Windows device that is sitting in my virtual environment. Let's see. Sorry, let me send the key. Is it off? 1 second. Let me go in my lab and check this computer out. Okay, it's good, but why was it not responding? So let me open it using the launch remote. All right, it's up right here. Okay, let me do full screen here. If I do IP config, right now it's not connected yet, but by the end of this live, it's going to be connected to our switch, and it will have the right IP to be able to go out to the internet. But let's take care of the device itself first. Of course, like I said, we have our switch already there. Let's see if I refresh, if it's already green or not. Yes, the switch is online. And here under FortiSwitch VLAN, this is where we can create VLANs for the switch. I can create a VLAN called KB VLAN. Give it an ID of 10, for example. And I'm going to leave it simple like this, so I can use a software switch to merge it with my FortiGate devices or FortiGate ports. So that's the VLAN 10, or maybe let's just keep it simple. You know what? Let's just do VLAN 10, create a KB VLAN here, and then give it 10.150.0.1/24, and also enable DHCP on it. Of course, I can do some pings. So this is on the VLAN 10 or KB VLAN. I can also come here on the port. I want to connect my device to the port number 2, so I can come on the port number 2 and make it part of the KB VLAN. All right. And now let's focus on our connectivity, our internet connectivity. Like I said, I removed port 1 and port 2 from the VLAN switch here called LAN, but now I can use the port 1 for my WAN 1 connection. So I'm going to give it a name here, call it WAN 1, and the role is going to be WAN, and the IP, I know what I'm trying to do here. I have my 1M or 1 emulator somewhere in my lab. What I'm going to do here is going to be manual configuration of the WAN interface, because it needs to connect to 1 emulator to go out to the internet. I already know the IP, so the configuration will be 100.1.0.2/24, and we can at least ping it. That's good enough, and then we do OK. And as you can see here, now port WAN 1 is showing here as my WAN 1 connection going out to the internet. I can also configure, let's say, port 2 as WAN 2, for example. That's just up to you. And you can set it for DHCP, and role will be WAN, and hit OK. That's all. My next step will be to get my device access to the internet. Right now, let's see if I can ping my default gateway at least. exec ping 100.1.0.2. Yes, I can ping it. So what I need, of course, I can't go out to the internet now because I don't have the route going out. So what I need is to create a static route and give it the IP of the default gateway 100.1.0.2, and then on the interface I'm going to pick the WAN1 interface we created. It's not up yet, but we're going to get to IP is the same. Oh, was it the same? Okay. You know what? I need to go under WAN1 and change it first. Where is WAN1? Okay, I'm going to edit WAN1. This is supposed to be 1, not 2. And hit OK. So yeah, now it works. I can now hit OK. So the next thing I know is that if I connect my WAN cable to the port 1, it's going to go out to the internet. Let me open my my CLI. All right. When it's doing that, let's come here and let me zoom back out a little bit. I feel like it's too close. All right, so let's come here and connect this to the port number 1. All right, let's come back here and restart the ping again. Yep, as you can see now we have internet connectivity, and that's good, which means that our device that we have here, let's see, so the device has no access to the internet. And first of all, because it's not connected to my network yet, let me just bring up a new command prompt. And I'm going to grab this cable connected to the port number 2. This is connected to my virtual network there. So when I do that, I can come inside the device and try to do ifconfig renew. Let's see. Because I remember we already configured the port number 2 to be part of, okay, I think it saw it. If I do that, yes, we have an IP now, 150.0.2, and we still don't access the internet because I don't have a rule allowing it to go out. So what I have to do is go in my FortiGate and create a rule. For that, I think I can also create an SD1 interface. I'll go here, an SD1 zone, by the way. So I'll go here and create a new zone, call it a KB zone. Just a fake name for a fake network. No members for now. And then I can come and do create a new member. I'm gonna pick the interface WAN1 and I'm gonna add it to KB zone. The gateway will be 100.1.0.2, that's the gateway, and then hit OK. So this zone is now ready to be used in my firewall policies. And of course, I also have the VLAN that I created, which is called KB VLAN. And here is where I can come and create a new policy for my device to go out to the internet. I can do create new. We'll do KB VLAN to internet. Incoming interface will be KB VLAN. Outgoing interface will be KB zone. Source is going to be KB VLAN address. Destination will be everything on the internet. Service will be all. That's all. NAT need to be enabled and everything is good. Log all sessions and I can hit OK here. And now if I go back to my device, it should go out to the internet, which it does. So everything is going well. And we have internet connectivity in our internal device. So let's see what else we can do. Of course, you can do many things here. Those ZTNA you can set up here. And by the way, I also have videos coming on ZTNA, all the fun stuff I'm doing these days, EMS, NAC, all of that. Just stay tuned. Make sure you like the video and you subscribe to the channel. Also, help me share these videos. I just feel like my channel lost momentum for some reasons. I don't have as many views anymore. Linux at IT for me. Please share my videos. Make sure. Watching from Ghana, nice. I studied computer engineering and work as an IT support tier 2. I love your lab setup and teaching, so I started following you early 2024. You are my mentor. Thank you so much. That's good to hear coming from you from Ghana. Hi to all my brothers in Ghana. And yeah, thank you so much. Here, what else can we cover? I can just show you, for example, how you can dig a little more. If we go under log, for example, we can see local traffic. These are the traffic, or these are the packets leaving our device going outside, or maybe inside as well. If I go under forward traffic, this is the traffic from my Windows that was just connected to the internet. It's doing some things. And if you want to block this traffic, you can still create a policy for it. As you can see here, it was accepted. And what else can we do? If you go under dashboard and look for, let's say, device inventory monitor, you can see all the devices that you have in your network. If you go under DHCP monitor, these are the DHCP leases and everything is listed here. Let's see if there's any other thing. I think it's pretty much it. That's what I want to show you for today. There are not as many questions as I do get in French, for example. So here it's gonna remain short. And like I said, a lot of projects coming either on these devices or many more. I'm going to show you how I'm going to install it in my home network. I'm going to show you all these different security profiles, how you can configure them, and make sure you keep your network safe. And great content. Thank you so much, Paul Juma Sr. Happy to read that. And yeah, there's more coming to the channel. Make sure you like and subscribe. That'll be all for today. I've been talking for like 5 hours now. I had some more activities before this. So yeah, I need to drink some water and get some rest. Thank you guys. And it's been always a pleasure. If you are studying for the CCNA 200-301, check out the course on en.kbtrainings.com. Also, like I said, be in the newsletter so you receive updates of everything that's coming. And follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Gibisuku and KBTrainings. I'm going to be releasing some more videos on my personal channel, Gibisuku. I have a video going out tonight, and there's more coming there. Good night and good luck to you. Thank you so much. It's still 5:15 my time. I understand in Dubai is really late right now. In Ghana is also late. What time is it in Ghana? Let me see. Ghana has the same time as Kinshasa. It's midnight, right? I guess so. Thank you. All right, thank you guys. I will see you in the next one. And by the way, let me know if this microphone is good, because this is my first time using it, and I can show you what it sounds like with this Shure microphone. Let me switch microphone and you'll see. Let me go to this. All right. So this is the big microphone. I didn't use this because I wanted to be a little more free around my desk here. But this one, as you can hear, it's filtering out all the noise, and life is good with this. But yeah, 3 a.m. in Dubai. Wow. Your whole setup is good. Thank you guys. Thank you, Mohammed. Thank you. All right. It's always a pleasure. Thank you guys. I'll see you in the next one, or we can connect on social media. Take care and bye.